Welcome back to the Waffle House in Exandria and beyond.
Yep.
And a resume from last week. Over to JC.
Right, well, upon finding themselves in a strange room full of ladders and floors, JC did the smart thing and climbed directly to the top using the ladders and waiting for any bounce to pass either over or under, while the rest of the party decided to go level by level, which, after many failed attempts of jumping over walls, Foamos decided Fireball would make things better. It did not. Once Luren and Dak got toasted like how Dak cooks his food, they finally made it all to the top and escaped the giant angry monkey. Upon this, they finally made it into the Enclave, a lovely place full of monks hidden from outsiders in Limbo. However, they seemed to have some forewarning of their arrival and of who Azakar is. They were all a tad dubious, but ultimately welcoming, and after introductions had been made, they were fed, to which JC managed to offend while eating a bread fish cake. While he thoroughly enjoyed it, and for the exchange for their whereabouts of some of Llewellyn's bunch, the Waffle House was tasked with hunting and dealing with a rather troublesome worm beastie. Will they survive? We will find out.
There we go. Lovely, succinct, without too much waffle.
Yeah.
Not like us at all.
Not like you talk.
That's the most direct we'll be. The rest of it is just waffle.
Yeah, we're free to faff about now.
Yes.
So in Enclave, the refrain comforts you throughout the night. The whole building reverberates, almost alive with the sound of the chanting by the monks of Enclave. You sleep well in quarters which are rough and ready. You have why is that not sharpening up? Not sharp. I don't know. Can you see that? Mine's not sharpening up particularly well.
Yes, I can see that.
Yep. So you are all sleeping in your little bunks. You have a night's rest. Your wounds, your bruises, still smart, but the night or the time spent either in a trance or sleeping or whatever the hell Foamos does passes.
At the moment, having a bit of a breakdown in this place because it's completely different to anything he's ever experienced before. He's just about keeping it together.
Well, you don't have to sleep, of course, but you do need to rest to recuperate a little bit. And so you can sit down, settle down, and you while the night away. You can hear there's a cycle here. There have been several cycles of the chanting overnight, and in the morning when you all stir, you see you can hear munching in the background of people having their breakfast and things. A monk comes in, a novice comes in, and he clears his throat slightly, and he has a little bell. Waffle House, your fast can be broken, and he scurries off. So you should be able to get through those doors without a problem. Just need to open them.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'm all in darkness, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I had to scroll around to find it.
Okay.
Luren opens the door to reveal the light, which is him.
You have no vision. You have vision now.
That's because Luren opened the door.
Yep. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you are you are taken out, and Brother Ahab escorts you to the dining area. Let's just switch the lights off. We don't need those on really. You are taken out to the dining area where you had your meal the night before. Up there.
Yep.
And the day is yours. You see that there are other monks there, and they're actually clearing up. They've already been up, and there are some in the gardens tending a vegetable patch. There are some there meditating, and you see some practicing the forms of movement. Have you any of you martial types? No, none of you got martial skills really.
We know of martial types.
Okay.
JC's the most mundane of us.
Okay.
Which is amazing to have patties.
Okay, so not going to be easy. I'll let one person can make an insight roll, but this is going to be very hard.
I can do that if everyone is happy with that.
Oh, I mean, Lewis got great insight. Maybe he should do it.
Up to you, but mine's a minimum of a certain number.
Mine is 0.
JC it is.
Well, I will incite it with a minimum of 21.
Okay, so you can see them going through the forms. You have seen monks before. Obviously, Iskip was a monk, and this form. You've seen Iskip go through things similar in the past, but you can't make any sense or head or sense out of it.
Yeah. They're doing monk stuff.
And some of them bending themselves around trees, and some of them are doing one-finger push-ups.
What's cooking for breakfast?
In here, you are. Somebody's missing. JC's gone walkabout.
Why not over? Oh.
Yeah, up to the top right. You have to go around. If you want to drag, you have to drag around the doors.
Huzzah!
Okay, so breakfast is served. It is simple fare. There's a bowl of water. There is bread with cheese. There is
JC will eagerly go to bite into the bread, thinking it's going to be like last night, but probably be immeasurably disappointed.
The bread last night looked like a fish.
Yes.
And it tasted like a fish. It was just slightly odd. You've not had that flavour of fish before.
No, but new fish is new fish. I am in the Orient.
Yeah. So there's bread and cheese and water.
Lewin is going to create himself a very basic cheese toasty, and he's going to start flicking through his spellbook as he's had a long rest, and he's probably going to switch around a lot of spells today.
That's a good idea.
And Fomus is going to probably, considering how dicey things got when we all got separated.
Are you wearing your hat, by the way?
He's going to... Sorry, what's that?
You're wearing your beanie.
Yeah, regrettably.
Yep. Okay.
Because of how dicey things got last time when we all got separated, he is going to sort of say to Azakar and Lewin, "Are you sure you don't want this backup plan in my book? Because I don't know. Last time that got pretty dangerous."
What exactly is this?
Well, it's not going to keep you alive forever, but let's just say if you were to be mortally wounded, it would give you a few more moments to react and respond, hopefully, potentially even cure yourself of your ills. Or your enemy, either works. It's not going to bring you back from the dead, but it is going to keep you on your legs.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It's the pollen from being back home. It's okay.
Azakar's Christmas is not particularly high. You don't need
allergic to cats.
Maybe. You don't need much insight or anything like that to realise that unless Azakar has an very exacted knowledge of what this is.
Okay, so
yeah.
Let's put this another way. When you were separated, if one of those monsters had managed to knock you to the floor, knock you unconscious, this will stop that happening, but I can only do it once.
Interesting. What type of magic is that?
Let's just say it's a gift. It's another gift from another boon from my patron. It's not really designed to help me, it's more designed to help others who I don't really want to lose at this stage, especially when we're stuck out here.
If it comes from your patron, I'm afraid I must decline.
Understood.
And Brother Brahms comes in. Sorry, Ahab comes in, I beg your pardon. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Waffle House. I trust you rested well?
Oh, most well, thank you. And you can see that Lune at this point is just using a bit of minor magic to create a small flame underneath his fingers, which he's using to create a toasty with the cheese on the inside. And it's just dripping slightly onto the table from the side.
JC is going to be staring at you doing this.
And the smell of the toasted cheese sandwich wafts around, and Brother Ahab comes up to you and says, "Oh, intriguing! I've never considered doing that. May I sample your delicacy?"
Oh, absolutely! It's delicious. If you had a small bit of pickled vegetables, it'd be even nicer.
And he clicks a finger, and somebody comes in from next door. And he talks to them in Gith. Azakar, you can understand that. He's asked for something which you've not heard of. You don't know what it is, but something it sounds a bit like Branston pickle or something. I'm not sure what it is. And a couple of minutes later, the monk comes back with a dark brown jar with a yellow top and undoes it. And hands
perfect.
it.
Chunky bits.
I take a nice big...
And Brother Ahab says, "Well, of course."
I forget that you are a very erudite and learned people. Of course you would have pickled vegetables. Lone just takes a nice big chunky spoonful and gets it in the middle and then reseals it. And he offers it back.
Ah, well, I will sample this delight. What do you call this?
I call this a Lewin Boreal Toasty.
Lewin Boreal Toasty. And he takes a bite into it, and you can see a smile on his face. This is delightful, made from simple components. I will share this with the brothers this evening.
This must be the monkish wisdom I hear about. I too have learned in my travels that a great thing can come from simple components.
Absolutely that. And he doesn't give the toasty back either.
And then I will finish that toasty.
No, he doesn't give it back. He hangs on to it.
I will say it makes sense that they make pickles out higher though, considering it's probably a bit harder to bring stuff in than our realm, where we can just simply walk down to the market.
But we do have gifts. We grow what we can. That we can't, we create out of the miasma of Limbo.
Similar to what JC had, I see.
And the beanie that you wear on your bald head.
Just a slight wince at the word bald.
Have you thought about the offer? You can resolve the worm issue. We will help you find the remnants of the broken city.
I mean, I sort of looked at that and said, I'm all for it, because at the end of the day, Azakar's been extremely useful in helping us even get here. Imagine what multiple Azakars are able to achieve, we might actually have a chance of finding something.
Could I ask Brother Ahab something?
You may.
Where we are in Limbo, does Limbo have a particular symbol or iconography associated with it?
Not which is consistent.
Fair enough.
We are at the outer edges of Limbo, which is more stable. There are
That's right.
5 levels of Limbo, at the centre of which is the spawning stone, the accursed slad.
And
Would it be-
likewise,
Sorry. Yeah, go on.
just looking around at all these monks in the monastery, is there do they have like a symbol or anything sort of on their dress or items which is uniform?
The one recurring motif you've seen is a 7-pointed star.
So I said, would I be able to just open up a blank page of my spellbook and attempt to copy that down?
Yep, make a performance roll.
That's fine. Could I use my calligraphy skills with my calligrapher's tools for this?
You can, so make a calligraphy roll.
Oh, that's very good. That's a 26.
So actually, you make a very good facsimile. I'll give you advantage on that because you've got calligraphy skills. So you actually study one of the 7-pointed stars, and they all look very similar. You realise with that, when you've transcribed it into your book, that it has the 7-point star is similar to you have seen around some of the magics around Azakar.
Ooh, interesting. I'm just gonna write down my notes.
I do have one question as well. You say there's obviously 5 levels of Limbo, and I'm assuming if we're on the outer edge, that's 5 or 1, depending on which way we want to count it. Where, like, just as a general idea, are we talking about the remnants we're looking for being within this same level, or are we talking much worse?
But the levels of the Limbo are not linear. They intertwine, they roll into each other, and they flux. The order of the universe does not extend to this plane, which is why Githzerai sought this space to escape conflict, and we have sought enclave for peace.
I see. Looks like we won't really know until we get there then.
You cannot travel in a straight line in Limbo. One has to know where one is going, have guidance, and have means of getting from one place to another. Sometimes the most direct route is the most tortuous. The most tortuous is the most direct. This is a strange place for outlanders. Some of you have settled here. We have seen a strange tree populated by half-folk. Every once in a while it circles in our vicinity. But we hide from all, lest we become targeted by our peers.
Well, carry on, Dak.
Ours was that I don't think we're necessarily opposed to dealing with the worm. Unless anyone wants to speak up. However, if we had some way to track and find this creature, I hesitate to use the word directly now, having been what was just said. And any information you could give us about its nature or potential weaknesses, that would be a good starting point.
We do not know much about this entity. I have only seen it from afar. It is a worm the size you would have not seen before. Enormous in scale. Swimming through Limbo, leaves its spore in its wake, which is stability in a way, which lasts for a day and a night cycle, then dissolves back into the maelstrom of Limbo. This creature has a way of getting into your mind. It is at one with the planes of chaos, but I warn you, it is a vicious beast. There are precious few of those from Enclave who've actually survived seeing this creature. It has a particular loathing for us, or so it seems. I only escaped the skin of my teeth. I lost a colleague, burnt into cinders by this creature.
I suddenly look around for Yiskip.
JC, you said something.
Yeah.
He's cried about the bread.
Yeah.
This creature will befuddle you. It is a foe. You would need to be mighty indeed to overcome this entity.
I wonder if it has any sort of intellect to it, or whether it's a creature purely of instinct.
Sorry, my cat's also meowing.
Mine's tried to jump on my lap about 5 times already.
It communicates by its mind. There will be some evil intellect in there. One of the reasons we have hidden Enclave is to protect it from the worm.
As we spoke about last night, Brother Ahab, if in return you would be willing to shelter any survivors we find of Zingorn, it seems reasonable to us that we could take out this great worm, Marmaduke, for you.
We have made an exception, letting you outlanders into Enclave as an exception for the divine being and for Azakar the Ancient, the stone man. But we cannot permit other outsiders. If our location is discovered, the other Githzerai will descend on us.
Which is more of a pressing threat, though, Marmaduke or these Githzerai? Consider that this may be a temporary arrangement. We'll deal with a pressing threat for you, and in return, you deal with a pressing issue with us. Shouldn't take more time than necessary, and once this is resolved, we can be out of your hair, and you can return back to your ascetic.
Well, I'm just wondering if there's any way we can alter people's memories after they leave this place, so that they can't discover this place. I don't know any magic that does that permanently.
Oh, it's a very easy spell to cast. However, it would be very long-winded, as it is one at a time, I'm afraid.
I do not wish to let any others into Enclave. We can hide for as long as we need to. The worm has been a thorn in our side for many millennia. And Azakar, you remember tales from when you were young about this creature.
Yep.
Well, I think
one of the tales that you remember, Azakar, which hasn't been said to you, was there was when people got close. There was a real feeling of yearning and despair around this creature.
Oh, it's like being near the Waffle House.
That would be. But that was 3,000 years ago, so it may have changed. It may not even be the same creature anymore.
it sounds like to me then the best course of action is steal this worm, come back here and prepare, go to whatever remnants we can find, and quite simply get out with what we can.
That's very heroic. That's very heroic, Phomos, and certainly a very good thing to do. But why are we helping them if they're not offering anything in return?
Well, they're offering
Well, they're
to
going to
help
show
us
us where they are.
find,
We ha-
find where they are.
We have an issue, they have an issue. Seems to me that this can be mutually beneficial, and yet they're sticking in their own self-interested ways. All we're asking is for temporary respite for any survivors, and they're refusing even that. From my side, I'm not particularly caring about dealing with this. Maybe we should just bypass this Marmaduke and go straight on to dealing with our more pressing matters.
As you wish. You wish to do so?
I think it comes down to a vote, maybe.
And so the divine being has offered offered you the hospitality of Enclave. This
It's
is
worth
a
noting.
rare gift indeed.
It's worth noting that if we do find survivors and we wish to exfiltrate ourselves straight away, I can only move 8 creatures, including myself, at any one time, which means we can only take 3 survivors with us.
Correct.
So
which is why
Is there another
having
means to? Is there another
It's
means
why
to get them back?
Sorry, who are you
That's-
talking to? I will let you discuss it amongst yourselves about what you wish to do. That offer is there. I will send out my scouts to try and track down the remnants of the broken city. It is not safe at present. I warn you, the Slad have been energized. The Chaos Worms are reproducing. And Limbo itself seems more perilous. But you have asked for aid, and we will do so. I asked for a small boon return, which is just the removal of this thorn in our side.
Does anyone else in the party have access to plane shift?
I do, of course, but you're forgetting the issue that is a
And he walks
one-way
out. And he
trip.
walks out and leaves you to it.
All I'm proposing is we have a safe location so we can easily and effectively transport the survivors back to the material plane.
Oh no, I totally agree. It's just the flaw I potentially see is that if we are to go at this alone and try and track down what's left of Singon ourselves, we could find that if we even do find it, we're too tired to be able to do anything useful by the time we get there, let alone save any survivors. And then we're still in a position where we need to try and exfiltrate multiple people.
You forget though, now I have this, and Lewin just pockets a piece of silverware. Silverware? What kind of utensils do they have?
A wooden bowl, the wooden bowls, and wooden spoons.
I'm going to take a wooden spoon as my associated object.
Yep.
And I can return here anytime I like, as long as I'm on this plane.
True, but if we leave here and take some people with us and then come back, because of the nature of what this place seems to be, we've got no guarantee exactly where we'll end up in this realm.
Well, I think we can agree it's a damn sight better than where they currently are.
Oh no, I totally agree. I just want to make sure we're not going to piss these kind people off and then still not be in a better position than what we would have been anyway.
Oh, I think kind is far too generous. They're offering us basic hospitality in return for this one, and he's going to point to Azagar's reverence to their people.
True.
They wouldn't be helping us if it was just us.
True, but since they are helping us,
It feels to me that a single night's meal is not worth hunting an interdimensional monster. Otherwise,
No,
I would have you do this for me every time you stay in my house.
I totally agree with you in that respect. But considering they're also going to try and help shortcut us finding what's left of Singon as well, that could be, for all we know, a real ordeal if we were to try and do it by ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not denying the fact that getting people back is going to be difficult. But this solves the first part of the problem. The second part of the problem, I just question how how would you move an entire city to another plane? It seems to me that whatever caused it to get here is probably still in that city or a part of it. and therefore we could reverse that flow and bring the city back.
Yes,
Well,
I forget sometimes that magic isn't learned to you, Thomos. We're probably dealing with no more than a small handful of survivors, and B, something which teleported the city of that size is not going to be as simple as turning a switch and sending it back.
As a car, what do you think? Slightly, if you remember what your tasks are.
Yeah. So, is it okay to get a slight reduction in the singing? I've lost people in the oms a little bit, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Thank you. So basically, from Asgard's perspective, Azakar would, just by knowing that this worm exists and is causing problems and being asked, would go and deal with it anyway, regardless of any deal that's on the table. And the debt he owes the Waffle House from, on more than one occasion, returning him back to flesh and returning him to life would mean that he would help them no matter what, again, regardless of any deal on the table. So he'll do both of those regardless.
But I'm assuming he would probably prefer to go deal with the worm because it's his people.
Well, it seems to be the natural order of things that if we are going to help Lewin's people, we don't know where they are. Azakar doesn't know. He could try, but this is Limbo, which means it could be a fool's errand anyway. But apparently they do. If there's some small amount of people we can help. What is the reason? Excuse me. What is the reason, Lewin, you want to bring them back here as opposed to just directly back to a more material plane?
Practicality. I don't know how many people there are. If there's more than 8, it's going to have to be several trips, and it's a lot easier returning to a safe location where I know I can leave them safely over time than in a city floating in a outer plane.
A city floating in an outer plane?
Yes, this place has some sort of protection barrier from the outside elements of the outer planes. I can almost guarantee that Singorn's basic defenses would not hold up to this atmosphere.
Could we not return these people just to a normal human city?
Yes, but then how do we return? Again, the practicality. If there are more than 8 people, which I'm hoping there are, it means we're going to have to do shifts with long rests. The longer we wait, the longer we take, the more people die, unless there is a safe place to get them to.
Sure.
Maybe that's what we ask, if there's anywhere else that they know of that's a safe place other than here.
Well, I mean, Lewin is absolutely correct in everything he said. The only thing that potentially changes that is whether we can get some cooperation out of these people to house the refugees. But if we tell them bollocks and go it alone, we still don't have somewhere safe to put the people. And then on top of that, we've got to try and find them in the first place. Yeah. So rather than having one problem, we end up with 2. So I don't know, we just need to try and come up with a plan as to what we could do if there are more people than we're expecting. Because even if we get the help from these guys and they do agree to shelter the refugees, we still need to work out how to get them from where they currently are back to here safely. And if they're in a large number, that could be easier said than done anyway. There's too many unknowns at the moment.
Just trying to think.
Did they give us an indication of how many people might still be alive?
No, they just said that the city was broken.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's a good number. But that does make the challenge harder.
Well, I always have contingencies, but the most obvious answer is usually the best.
So after about 10 minutes, Ahab comes back in. So decided on your course of action.
I think, unless someone wants to jump in and correct me, I think the sensible course of action is to help and at least shortcut one of the known problems that we definitely have right now, which is finding them in the first place.
And he just stands there. Oh, sorry, I've got a printer going on in the background now.
A printer just materializes in the background and smashes into the garden.
It's spooling.
He's received a fax.
Yep. Yes.
Can't print this black and white document because you're low on blue.
Yeah, but nobody could ever use a fax properly. Let's face it. So have you, your decision. I will send out my brothers to find the broken city, if you wish.
Well, I think we've laid it out amongst. I think everyone understands the pros and cons. So, do we want to have a quick vote on it? Because this is a democracy.
Yep. Okay. So all those in favour of dealing with the worm to at least find parts of Singon, and then whoever wants to put their hands up, I guess. Oh yeah, you need to do that in the chat. That's a very good idea. So if you want to go and deal with the worm, hands up.
Okay.
4 out of 5 it is.
I'm sorry, Lynn. I know this is not necessarily the way you would have handled it.
I have no concerns about the worm. I just think we should get guarantees first.
Oh no, that we will definitely be making it clear that if we deal with this, we do expect results from at least helping us find them in the first place. You don't just look around and go, nope, sorry, can't find them, and bugger off. If we're going to do this, we want a commitment to help us find them, regardless of how long or difficult it is.
You wish to challenge the worm, I applaud your courage. As a Car the Ancient, you may wish to implore the mistress to support your group. Is that something you would require?
Well, I offer prayer to her regularly, but I hear mostly silence.
And he goes over to the table here and he picks up a golden bowl, puts it back on the table. Looks very reminiscent of this bowl is about 3 foot wide. It's got diamonds on it and rubies, and it's got the 7-pointed star motif on it. Very similar to the one that the Andro Sphinx Horus used with you. Would you find this useful? Try and get her aid.
I can try, but I feel like at this point it's us that need to give her aid.
So you know that this is a bowl that you could cast if you had the spell Prepared Heroes Feast with.
Okay. I certainly don't have that.
I mean, as we've just had a long rest. Who knows what Azakar had prepared this morning? Because, has the adventuring day really started?
Yes. I've not even had my second beer yet.
And you said you needed a reliloquy. Is that right? One of your spells that you had.
Yes, I do.
I have one of our artifacts from Enclave, and he shouts to another monk who comes in, bearing a black ebony black. It's like a little box. It's got gold inlay on it, and there are sort of magical sigil designs on the side, including a 7-pointed star on the top. This contains the hair of the mistress. a single strand of hair of the mistress. If you use this, be careful. This is one of the few fragments we have left from a mortal self.
Lewin's gonna just put this out there because it's a Hail Mary. But I don't suppose you jade jewelry by any chance.
I beg your pardon, sorry.
I require a circlet made of jade, if that is a material that you have.
Jade. Well, I do not know how to craft that. And he plucks out of the air, reaches into the ether around him, and he just grabs the air, which solidifies in his grasp, and it's only in his grasp, and he manages to turn that into a jade gem. This is as much as I can do. My skills with jewellery and the artistic side is not great, unfortunately.
Alas, well,
design for that here.
Well, that is a wondrous ability. Unfortunately, it's slightly less than I require. I do appreciate the effort, though.
Okay, and so he just lets it just disappear into the limbo. It just vanishes away. So, Azakar, you have a reliloquy with a single strand of your mistress's hair in it, so you're told, which you can use as a spell component.
Also, he's staring at that wondrously. The idea that he's holding a strand of her hair.
You say you're holding this strand. How are you holding it?
It's in the box.
Oh, okay.
It's in the box.
Watching you, Cat.
That's if you start wriggling around a bit of thread.
Imagine it's like a small urn containing the bones of a saint or something. That sort of thing.
A cat sees thread, a cat will play.
Do they have scrolls or any scrolls or potions by any chance?
With scrolls, we are not of the arcane type, so we do not have access to scrolls here. The divine being might have a few for his jottings and musings over the millennia. Potions. We have a few which we send out. Every brother goes out with a potion with him. You wish to have a supply for your excursion?
Given the risk involved, I think you would agree it would be a fair investment, wouldn't you?
And he claps his hands again and he yells out in the Gith language, and another monk comes in carrying 5 potions of superior healing.
Oh, nice!
This is the last of our the most extravagant is taken. Brother Hector many cycles to create these.
Which potion was that, sorry?
Superior healing.
Ooh.
We're going to dish them out amongst ourselves, are we?
Yeah.
Is there one per person? How many in total are there?
5.
5. Lewin is going to take one.
Yeah, I'll take one as well.
So will JC.
Has anyone
Emergency
got
potions.
Has anyone got any other healing potions, or is this it for most people?
So this is like this is like an Arnie movie, just before he goes into combat, and you got the knife and the machine guns and the shotguns and everything.
Absolutely. Lewin's spell scroll is Lewin's spell book is all prepared. He's got little notes in. In terms of potions and stuff, only what's required for Lewin.
Okay, well, the only reason I ask is that every time we've been given healing potions, I just hoard them because I don't really use them. So I've got quite a few.
Sorry, DM. Can I ask a reminder? I have a ring in my possession, which I think was for JC.
Yes, you do.
Would you like this ring, JC?
You have to remember what it is. Yes, I'll happily take a ring.
It's shiny.
It is indeed.
There you go. There you go. I will pass you that ring, with a warning that there are downsides and upsides to it.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Upsides, you say?
Yes. Everything's up if you look at it the right way.
So in terms of potion, I have 1 regular, 3 greater, and 1 superior now. So do we want to redistribute those to people that are more likely to use them?
I think that's a good idea, Dak. You should spread those out amongst the party.
And he's got his hand out, waiting for one.
Please, sir, may I have some?
In terms of stuff, Azakar, I'm going to give you a rolled up piece of paper, a rolled up parchment. It is a scroll of Wall of Force.
Ooh.
It grants you the ability to cast that spell if you read it.
Damn.
So going to just confirm, Azakar's taken one of those greater potions.
I took one of the
Alright.
superiors.
Oh, no,
When I typed
got
1
3.
greater, I said that's one that I currently have.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, right. I get you. Yeah. If I could take one of those graters, that would be pretty
Yeah.
helpful.
You take.
And
you
then,
take one.
just as a reminder to everyone, I do still have this as well. So he picks out a piece of lint in his pocket and goes, "Oh, sorry, wait, wrong pocket," and pulls out the half-squeezed tube of ointment in his other packet. So this, whilst probably not the best way of healing ourselves, if we are to get poisoned or diseased in any way, this will fix the problem.
You do have a thought. If you put some on your scalp, your hair may grow back.
Sounds like a worthwhile endeavour to me.
How sound is that actual logic? If I'm happy to roll a check.
Arcana roll.
The logic of a desperate man.
20.
Seems like a reasonably good idea because it can remove conditions, and baldness is a condition.
Well, as much as I care about you not getting poisoned, there will still be two-fifths of this tube afterwards, so he'll squeeze one tube out, put it on his head.
That's totally fair.
And as he does so, the hair starts to grow back. Curly, luscious locks. The hair
but was there
a young virile
was there enough
setup.
cream to cover all the head?
Yes. Yes, there was. It needs a little bit. It needs a little bit.
Wonderful. Does that use one of my 5 uses just
That's
to
one
check?
of your 5 uses, yeah. I love that.
I've got my hair back. I'm happy. That's brilliant. I'll still keep the beanie though.
Yeah.
Azakar and Dak, would you like
growing,
some? Would you like some diamond dust?
Yes, actually, I have used all what I had.
How much would you like?
Well, it'd be you lot benefiting from it. So, say 300 or 400 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll give you 400 gold pieces of diamond dust. As you see through Luan's telekinetic abilities, it sort of just flows out very very nicely into your bag, and it fills little sacks. So you've got 200 sacks of diamond dust.
Wonderful, thank you.
And Azakar, same for you. Would you like some diamond dust?
Yes, the 300 would be lovely. Thank you.
300.
You get some gold dust. And you get
Excuse
some
me.
gold dust.
Are you sure you just want 300?
Pixie dust.
Oh, that means you know something I don't.
I can. You can have as much or as little as you like. I have 1,400 gold pieces worth of it.
Basically, it would be in multiples of 300. Is the long and short of it.
Would you like? Just as a reminder, this is diamond dust, not diamond. So for revivify, it wouldn't work.
That's what I'm looking at.
Hence why I was questioning
Yeah.
for 300.
So what would I need for?
Greater Restoration uses 100 gold pieces of diamond dust.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. It does indeed.
I too was a cleric once upon a time.
Yes.
one of my previous lives.
So probably then 500 for the. Sorry, 400 for the moment, as there is 4 companions would be lovely.
It's done. So you again you see that it's neatly divvied up, and you have 4 100 gold piece little pouches of diamond dust.
And you're provided with the pouches that you need.
Lewin's on a table. He's got this strange little card out. He's just cutting it into thin strips.
So just to finish up on the potion front, Azakar's already got one by the looks of it. Fomus now has one. JC and Lewin, do you want one each of these graters?
I will take a greater. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you take one.
Yeah, I'll have one.
And you take one as well. Cool. Good. Right.
Do you have one final request, brother, if I may? Do any of your gardens here contain sand?
Sand. No, they don't. Sand is not a good growing medium.
I didn't think they would. That's a shame. Never mind.
Oh, Fomus. Next time I disintegrate someone, just use that.
It's not quite. I'll tell you the reason why I want it later. It's trivial, really, but if there was any here, I would have liked to grab some on my travels. It's not every day you go to another plane of existence.
Just going through my other items. I do have these.
How much
see
sand
that
do you
Lewin-
need? Because some of you may still have some stuck in your clothes from the deserts.
Yeah, not just a pinch. I just want to put some in the bag of sand. Fomus will explain really quickly. Basically, just at the end of his travels, he wants to be able to fill a very large timer with the sand that he's collected. So it's like a sand timer, more personal for him as to where he's been.
Oh.
I mean, you
My
could really
boot
pick
probably
JC
has
up,
enough in it.
give him a shake.
Yeah, just shake him.
A really rough back scratch and belly rub might.
Yeah.
I don't want to contaminate this timer with pink hair. I'll have to look at it for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, you'll literally be retirement, or not quite, your final resting bed, but get in there. You'll be looking at it, and all of a sudden you just see this pink hair.
I say I wouldn't enjoy as much as you've been enjoyable to be with. I don't want to have to experience you for the rest of eternity.
Aww. Jason's gonna be genuinely sad at that.
Eternity is a really long time.
It is.
He's gonna mope now.
Brother Ahab, this dimensional worm. I don't suppose it has hands.
The worm does not.
Damn.
It is silvered. In your world, you would be akin to looks similar to some of those flying dragons, maybe a eel or something with silvered scales. It says in our old text it's being reputed to reflect some arcane magics, but we have no knowledge of that as we do not use these skills.
Oh, thank God it's not that kind of worm. At least I'm not going to get eaten again.
And
I don't know.
he just raises an eyebrow at you.
the day is young, yeah.
Lewin's just going to forlornly tap the shackles he has attached to the side of his bag. One day I'll get to use these. That is everything Lewin has. The only thing he has is that fantastic skull crease he's got attached to his back, but he's not giving you that.
Trying to find out what this ring was you were talking about.
So I have in my inventory and in my notes that it is a particular kind of ring which would be useful for JC, but it has a curse on it as well.
I can't find. I'll have to look at that. I can't remember what that is. I'll have it buried in my notes somewhere.
Provides an infinite supply of milk, but it's always sour.
Oh, goat's milk, not cow's milk.
Changes from pink to purple.
I can't remember what that is. I'll have to remember.
Yeah, it just changes its colour.
At last, it's taken you 6 years, but you flummoxed me. I can't remember that was.
Blimey, I started taking notes and I broke the DM.
Yeah,
So when you find out what the name of this ring is, or you have to let me know. But yeah, I'll happily accept it because anything shiny is anything shiny.
It's the ring of infinite pain.
Oh God.
That's really annoying me now.
So, Asuka, can you wear heavy armor?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Could
I have
you make it lighter?
no. Well, I don't know. It depends on the DM's ruling. In my storeroom of fun, I have a full adamantine plate armor and a set of boots of flying.
I mean, surely we could just shave it down a little bit.
However, I'm also going to say that that's a very expensive spell to use at this point.
I can't find out what that ring is. We've lost it. The pixies nicked it.
All I can help you with in my notes, DM, is I found this magic ring in the chest in the skeleton. I used identify on it, and it's cursed. And I've got written in my notes something for JC ?
So in other words, you're going to use me as a guinea pig.
Well, no, it's one of these ones where it's strong but has a downside. But also,
is that that was in Limbo?
yes,
The chest in Limbo. All there was in the chest in Limbo, there was just a stick.
Have I just Mandela effect myself? Have I just been befuddled by past Ross writing bullshit?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a tuning fork.
The curse of the ring is that it's actually lost. It's lost all its abilities over the years.
Yeah. It's the ring of forgetfulness.
There is one more thing. Does anyone here want a earring of message? At the moment, me and JC are sharing a pair, but I can now telepathically speak with anyone through a spell. So if someone else would like that, I suggest.
Gave those to Gilmore.
I did get those to Gilmore to make a new set.
Yeah, we don't have any of them at the moment. Because we're making more.
Okay. In that case, that is everything Lewin's willing to give you.
Okay.
Only other thing I remind, who did I give the shield of spells to? I think you might have that, Dak.
No, it wasn't for me.
Weren't me either. You didn't give it to Boris, did you?
No, Boris didn't use shields. Asgar, I might have given it to you.
I think it was Asuka.
Okay, I don't have it written down that I've got it.
Oh God.
Limbo's
We
lost in Limbo then.
we were talking about it, I remember, and then we were trying to decide if I could use a shield, and then DM decided, hey, it's got metal on it, so I can't use it.
I have no note that I'm using a shield, and I thought that I had to use
It's
staff.
You can use a...
I think you did take the shield, because we said that you could use a staff, but you can't use it as a weapon one-handed, but you could still use it as
focus. Yeah, that was it.
If you want it and you've attuned to it, it's the Spellguard shield. Thank God I wrote it down in my notes. It's a regular shield, so it's just +2, but it means you've got advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects, and any spell attack has disadvantage on you.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Why haven't I written this down anywhere?
So as you're discussing, some of the monks come in for their lunch. And you can see them looking at you sideways, but they go into a trance, and then they eat their simple fare, and they go about their business again.
JC's going to pick
chant.
up one of the pieces of bread, and he's going to make it into the shape of a fish, and trying to mimic last night and trying to eat it.
Okay. Would you make an intelligence roll for me, please?
7.
So it looks like more like a frog.
Yeah.
But it's vaguely sort of
Cannibalistic.
Yeah, so vaguely sort of animal shaped in a sort of a 6-year-old child way.
But JC's going to be incredibly proud with himself, and if this was a drawing, he would expect it to be put on the fridge.
Yeah.
But since it's food, he's going to eat it.
Yes. Like most kids do when they're playing with Play-Doh. Yeah, Play-Doh.
Okay, so I think we have something loosely akin to being ready.
This is the most prepared we've been in a while.
Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. This is the most we've ever tried to be organised, I think.
I mean, it's more the fact that the last big boss encounter we had, we almost TPK'd. So
Yeah, I mean that'll do that. Yeah.
I'm trying to be a bit more prepared this time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Brother Ahab is there. Are you ready to go, Waffle House? Or do you have any more preparations to do before we serve supper?
Scathing. I didn't realise you had your meals in such quick succession.
Yeah, for monks, they're not very patient, are they?
Well, we still have no guarantees for what happens to Lewin's people.
Well, no, I think from our point, we've just made it clear that if we do this, we do expect help until we have the result of finding Lewin's people.
We will. I have sent out the scouts. Some of the brothers are now searching the chaos of Limbo, risking life and limb to find any remnants of the broken city.
Okay.
And actually, the place does feel look a little bit emptier now. You realise that they have sent a significant number of them out to scout and find out the Singon places.
So, unless anyone's got anything else left that they want to do or say, I think we're pretty much there.
So the last sighting, or the last thoughts where the worm was, is via the Chaos Sink. You'll need to go via that deeper into Limbo. One of the brothers will show you at least as far how to get to the sink, and then beyond that you are on your own. Do you have means to get back to us here?
We do. I have borrowed an object of yours as a marker for return.
That may not be adequate to get back. We need something a little bit more substantial.
Anything you have which ties to the energies of this place would be much appreciated then.
Give me 5 minutes. And he walks off, and he comes back 5 minutes later, and it gives you a silvery scale.
I will take that silvery scale.
And similar to the other one that you had.
And Lewin's just going to add that to the little key ring he has on his left hip.
Okay. It doesn't actually, the scale, you can't actually punch a hole in it.
If that's the case, what I'll do is I will just tie a very careful knot around it to hold it in place.
Okay. And as you do that, it sort of glows a little bit. It shimmers. Right. Good luck, Waffle House. I wish you well in your hunting. We normally let the other creatures of Limbo be, lest they disturb us. But Marmaduke has been a thorn in our side for this place for eons. And you can see the monks are there are just looking at you, almost a little bit of fear and trepidation in their eyes and concern about your well-being.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't be an omen. Everyone ready?
Absolutely.
Well, one thing I would say is there's two things we've learned about this worm. One is that it incinerated someone, so anything that can help with that kind of damage would be nice. And that it can, it can mess with people's minds.
Yep.
So anything that people can do to help with that. Just two things that I know about it.
I can help one person, and it's probably going to be me.
Naturally.
Okay. So, any spells or anything you're going to do before you go?
If no one has got any complaints, I'm going to do.
You spent an hour and 15 minutes just having breakfast.
It was a very good breakfast, though.
I'll tell you what, it only lasts an hour, and if someone can push me while we're floating through space, I could probably ritual cast these in the way, so don't need to do those right now. Is there any more aid we need? Aid would be useful. If only there was an sort of an aid we could get.
If that's aimed at me, I don't have it.
Ah!
Okay. So, you're all. So what? Lou, what have you? So have you all cast your spell? Lou, what have you cast on yourself?
I have cast nothing yet. I was going to cast telepathic bond as we're on the move, but it only lasts an hour, so there's no point in doing it now because I don't know how long it's going to take.
Okay. So, I will take you out. You are escorted out of the building, outside of outside of what's it called? Enclave. You're outside of Enclave now. There is a monk with you who begs you to follow him. You drift through the space here. There is no gravity. It's disconcerting. Above and below there's just nothingness. And then there's a slight shimmer. And you go through a barrier and you look back and you cannot see the Enclave anymore. And you are back in the maelstrom of Limbo. And let's get you to this one. Find yourself a storm front comes through and you are standing on top of a pile of rocks, looking up to go look down. Around you is just blue sky. There were some bits of solid land just floating around as you look at that, and the monk that's with you points them out and says, "This is the spore of Marmaduke. He has been this way the last 24 hours. Quick, I will show you the way." And he points, follow the direction of the sun here, as you can see here, and you will get to the next storm front coming through. Will take you to the Chaos Well. Be wary, there are reports of chaos beasts being around that point. When you get through the Chaos Well, when you get past the Chaos Well, then just hunt for Marmaduke, or Marmaduke will hunt for you.
I think it probably makes sense. I'm just gonna see if this makes a difference. I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Okay.
Did you forget what happens when we're out here when we cast spells?
Oh, weird shit, I know, but I figure we'll do the weird shit now rather than when we're actually trying to be sneaky.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to roll it or shall I?
I see if I can do it. Where is it? There it is.
Oh,
I mean, that's not going to make a great deal of difference to me anyway. So
it
it's
means
fine.
well, you can stuff you're carrying. You can't move. You are got a backpack on. Suddenly, all those potions you have in your pocket are weighing you down. Diamond dust is very heavy. So
we essentially weightless here anyway, though?
you are weightless, but you just can't move. You can't move your arms. And the rest
Someone
of you
give me a push.
the rest of you just feel this. You feel that you're a bit more stealthy. It's just like the shadows around you sort of smudge a little bit. But Dak just looks like he's had his lights punched out. He's just sitting on one of the bits of rock there. And the
Dak looks like he normally does.
oh, much worse, much worse. And he's struggling to hold his head up. And the monk is there. The Githzerai monk is there. So, come on, it's that way. What are you doing? You can't hang around here. The chaos beasts may find you.
Someone push
What
me.
have you done?
Can I take a look at Dak and try and work out what's happened here? I mean, I know a fair amount about this place.
Make a medicine roll.
Glad I did this now. I'm not in the middle of combat.
Oh, he's just dragging his feet. He obviously doesn't want to do this.
How break it to us? How bad is it?
Oof. He's struggling to talk. Your mouth is really heavy.
I feel like I'm 400 years old.
I feel like fear has overcome this one. We should leave him. Take him back to the monastery.
He's lost cause.
He's not moving. I think we're going to struggle either way.
Well, as far as Azakar's concerned, he's taking a look at this guy and he's given up.
I'll go to that. Can I push him in any direction or not?
So Azakar, you're having to concentrate at the moment. Your chaos stones on you, and they're creating the 30-foot bubble around you of relative serenity. You don't know what the air is like here. You can see that you know that the monks have a way of actually controlling the space around them anyway to a degree. You're controlling it for the people around you. The chaos stones are letting you do that.
Yep.
Can I move that at all?
Yeah, I've gone full silent running now. It's like momentum will carry me. You just, I'm the stealthiest of all of us.
I mean, I don't think any of us have seen what the actual thing was, apart from the fact you can't move. So, I mean, I'll try pushing you a little bit, but I don't know.
My strength is gone, essentially. I have the minimum viable strength to carry on living. That's it.
Oh my!
Become a mollusk.
I mean, that was weak before, but that was nothing compared to now.
I'm supposing a wheelchair is beyond Lewin's tinkering.
Can I go over and look closely at Dak through the monocle? Does the weave around him look a bit odd?
He's just lying there. He's wheezing a bit. His face looks gaunt. He's struggling to move.
Is everything all right, Dak?
No.
What's wrong?
I feel the weakest I've ever felt.
Oh, you tried to cast a spell. Well, that was unfortunate. Right. Let me try something. Everyone, take 3 steps back.
Not you, Dak.
No, well,
I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Go on, back, everyone. Shoo, away with you, cat. Away.
Don't go too far.
JC will hiss at you if you wave at him.
Right. I will try and grasp hold of this magical effect, and with a twist of the hand, I'm going to try and rip it away and get Dak back to normal.
Okay, what level are you casting that at?
I'm casting that at 3rd.
Okay, could you press the Wild Magic Surge, please?
Yes, I can. Well, it's a good thing I told everyone to back up.
Oh dear.
It says I choose. Can I choose no one?
You can actually choose at least one person.
I'm going to choose Dak.
Yeah, do me.
Because it makes sense that he might get hurt by this, but it also hopefully ends the effect on him.
Okay, roll 4d10.
Yeah, I know this is
Fuck
spicy.
me.
Oh my god!
29 lightning damage is a.
No.
Just lobotomised Dak.
So, important question, DM: Have I removed the magical effect on Dak?
I will say you have.
So, Dak, as you do this, you suddenly feel the strength come back into your legs, as suddenly all of the electrical synapses which were building up when you stuck with zero strength suddenly come back, as you just see Dak all seize up as suddenly just lightning explodes out of his fingers and toes.
He's alive! He's alive!
Yeah, in other words, someone's gone charging, clear.
Well, that sucked. Let's not do that again.
Well, the good news for you, Dak, is there's a lovely sulphury smell in your nose at the moment.
It's pretty good, yeah. Alright, I'll let that one pass.
We should be on our way then.
Yeah, we should probably try and go back to being stealthy now.
Yes, Dak, you better cast Pass Without Trace.
No. Actually, I need to roll. No, Pass Without Trace isn't concentration, is it?
It is not.
No, that's fine then.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, but that would have been a total waste.
I mean, Thor has just created a lightning storm, but I'm sure,
There we go, there's a
no
lightning
one will
blast.
notice.
Yeah. I mean, it's Limbo. That could be normal for all we know.
That's true.
Okay.
Onward.
And the monk disappears off, leaving you weirdos together.
I think he got fed up with our shenanigans.
Yeah.
He has learned the incredible truth of why we're called the Waffle House.
Exactly.
That must be around here that the worm is then.
So you were told to go to the Chaos Gate, and then beyond that, you were given a
Let's go
direction of
then.
travel. Do you follow that?
We will follow the
Yeah.
directions.
Okay. So
to the
who
letter.
is afraid of heights?
I thought I
mine's-
know I used to be. I don't know if I still am. Yes, I still am.
For those who are scared of heights, please could you just make wisdom saving throws.
God.
So it's only a 10 to pass. That's fine. Dak, I
I'm
think
still going to
you're-
be a
I
bit
think
nervous,
Dak-
so
Dak, you're
anyone
scared
who's
of
near
heights as
me,
well.
Mine's just scared of flying. Yeah, I suppose that's heights, isn't it? With
You got wisdom. So you're going to pass that. Okay.
I'm
Where
also-
do we have our fears?
I'm still going to be nervous, so anyone who gets near me, I will be grabbing with the full strength of my claws
Okay.
every now and then.
So remember, you need to stay close to Azukar.
So, just really quick,
Not
guys,
these
you got
that
scared of
close.
heights. Is that somewhere particularly on your character sheet, or am I missing something?
Yeah, it's just because we screwed something up at some point, and then we wrote it on a character
Oh.
sheet because it was funny.
Okay, no, that's fine. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I
There's a
wasn't missing something
residue
for
of
like the
Call of
last 4
Cthulhu.
years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you move forward away into the deep blue. You feel a chaos wave coming through. Azukar. You're going in the direction you were told to go. And just and let's get rid of the OMS because you're not on OMS anymore. We are on that.
Oh my god.
So
It's a great single.
you find yourself materialize in deeper in Limbo. There are bits of rock floating around You feel a slight tug. You feel gravity tug, and it's pulling you towards this black space in the middle. The pull is slow, but it is there. There are movement in some of the rocks surrounding you, and you can hear almost like a sibilant hiss come from those spaces. There is the sound of lightning in the background. And the air is crackling and alive. The whole space is moving. These rocks are moving. You see, as you look towards the centre of it, you can see a rock fall into this black sphere, gets swirled in, and just disappears. JC, you see up here, and up here, you see movement. Something sort of unwrapped itself. You can see, difficult to see from this distance, and even with your eyesight being so good, they're slightly difficult to concentrate on. You can see these unwrapping of tentacles.
Yeah, I'll be pointing that out to the others. Squids about.
We should
Squids?
probably.
I thought we were looking for a worm.
Yeah, these aren't worms.
Azakar, can you just make a history roll for me, please? This will be easy for you.
Oh, actually.
Easy. You have met chaos worms before. Sorry, not chaos worms. These chaos beasts before. And chaos beasts are creatures who live in this environment, and their body constantly shaping and oscillates. You know, and you can tell the others this if you wish, that if they catch you and constrict you, you will start to become less stable, and you may become at one with the ether here as well. Whilst you're just discussing that, I'm just going to go for a wee.
Cool. What do you reckon? Try and sneak round?
I mean, we do have passive trace up. So...
Yeah.
Can anyone see anything?
Yeah, I can see everything.
Oh, god damn it.
It's you're still the new character, Asuka. You're not by default yet.
Yeah, I'm like running around all over the dark screen, but I can't see anything.
Basically, just imagine a black hole with mountains around it, and then 6 odd of these squid chaos creatures.
Azakar will pass that message on anyway about what these things can do.
The reason why it's called a black hole is its main distinguishing feature is it's black.
And it's a
The thing about space is it's black.
It's the colour of space, your basic space colour.
So what is it?
It's a hole.
I sent Lewin a meme earlier of like Triton painted green, and it's for keep that safe. It's listed as mine. It was about the hair, and I just put like one of us dropping the hair into the coffee.
Yeah.
Right, so we are here.
Azakar cannot see.
Azakar he cannot see.
He's blind.
He's
I'm blind.
He was blinded by our
Do you
awesomeness.
have night vision?
I don't think so.
Okay. Should be able to see now.
I certainly can.
Let's update your token.
Oh, it's horrible.
You wish you hadn't now. Should have kept your eyes closed. Should have kept your eyes closed. Okay.
Should have stayed at the tree.
So, what are you guys doing?
I think the consensus is to try and sneak round.
Try and sneak round. Okay. Let me just change this. And try and sneak round, yeah?
Yeah, that seems like a plan.
Just turn down the noise of the lightning. Okay, gonna try and sneak around. Okay, so what we'll do is, could you? I'm gonna do this slightly differently. So you guys are going to go first in initiative order, and they're going to go after you guys. So you can go in any which order you want with you guys.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you go first.
So, where are we heading if we're sneaking around?
I think. Well, where is it we need to get to?
You need to cross this plane. Get to the other, get to the other side.
So counterclockwise seems like the obvious choice.
Yeah. You feel yourself being pulled gently towards the centre.
Yeah, let's avoid that. How long does
Whomever is at the front, if they want to lead on.
I suppose you're going to make it be me, aren't you? Alright. Fine.
Sneaking as best you can with a plus 10.
I know I'm going to hate doing this, but I'm going to use my one of my Eldritch invocations to cast invisibility on myself and hopefully not lose my hair again.
I will.
That's not a spell, is it?
As it just says, invocation says here, you can cast invisibility at will without expending a spell slot.
Oh, it is a spell then. Okay. Okay. So who's going to go first? Remember, you need to stay close to Azakar.
We can go up to 30 feet away from him, can't we?
If we're sneaking, we're half speed anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
My fingers stick together for one. Okay, so my fingers are all stuck together.
You cannot cast a spell with a somatic component.
Is that trigger before or after the invisibility?
After invisibility.
It's fine. You guys won't notice. I'm just patting myself.
Okay.
Cool.
So what are you doing? So you can move as en masse.
Yeah. Well, I would say we'd start moving counterclockwise, stealthily.
Okay.
5 and 15 would be there, wouldn't it? We're doing half movement.
Do we have telepathic bond up?
Nope.
Okay.
Because I didn't do it before.
Okay. So, could you all make a stealth roll for me, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
With invisibility, does that mean my stealth is at advantage? Is that right?
You are at advantage. You've basically kept hidden.
20.
Yes, Jack.
So
That's a natural
plus
1,
21.
so that's 13.
okay. So this
36 for me.
So 36, 22, 16,
We're all-
13.
Plus 10 to everyone, isn't it?
There's
You've
not
got
a lot to
that's right.
hide behind here. Okay, so you all move there. You see these creatures unravel their tentacles around them, and they started to move in your direction. Now, at the end of your guys' go, or you go, it's going to move one that way.
Did you move, Lewin?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with the group.
Okay.
Okay, and these creatures get up and they're starting to like swim through the air. Imagine like a or not a swimming, they're swimming like that, or a bit like an alien.
Say, have you ever seen the movie Life with Ryan Reynolds and all that, with the alien on the ISS? That's what I would imagine these to be like. I'll try and get a picture.
Okay, and your guys go again. So
yeah.
you feel as though you have been detected. I think Lewin, your armor clanked and alerted them.
It's also all the electricity zooming through it still.
Well, it seems the time has come to book it. So maybe we should just move quickly. What do you think?
If we all collectively run at the same pace, you hear from the embers, we can just go past them.
Cool.
I can never figure out how you do that thing, but yeah, one of them.
Okay, well, we'll follow you, Dak, then. If we just say we all move together.
I say we stay away from this centre point.
Yeah, the middle seems bad.
Northeast, there's a couple there. If we can kill them, and if the others can't move quick enough.
Yeah,
Cut the ones
well,
that matter and
hopefully
run.
we can...
Makes sense.
Yeah. So what sort of distance have we got going on here then? So if we're just then going to start moving at our full 30 again, that gets us to there-ish for this turn.
Yep. I just want to quickly check before, as we're running, whether I have something that can help us. Yes, so as we were running at the 90-foot point, can I cast a spell as we were running, so at 90 feet distance?
Yep.
Brilliant. In which case, I would like to cast Lunar Bolt Waxing, so that should be... if targets between 65 and 90 feet away, which I'm assuming... Oh, let's have a look. Where was I at the time? Need to get my maths out now, so I was here. Oh, so it's 100 feet, so that's still within range. For 95 to 120 feet, that's additional 3d4.
So what are you casting?
Just casting it now, give me a second, sorry, it's a bit of a complex one for me. So I need to add 3d4 to that as well, radiant.
Okay.
And the rest of it's cold damage.
You've used the spell slot, but your fingers are stuck together.
Oh, the minute won't have passed, will it? So I can't do it.
Oh, you're still invisible?
Yeah, so it just I wouldn't have even been able to. I've used a spell slot just from doing that.
Well, you've tried to cast it.
Oh, bugger.
But you tried to do it, but it fails because you can't get your fingers to move properly because they're all stuck together.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have noticed. Okay, then, yeah, I'll just... that's fine. Do I also have to roll the wild magic again?
No, because the spell hasn't gone off.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'll sacrifice... My boon has gone!
You can see these creatures swimming towards you through the chaos of Limbo. Okay. Your goes again.
Oh.
Okay, you get there, and you find you get pulled there. Okay, you doing anything once you've done your 30 feet?
Do we want to dash?
Well, we might need those later. I was hesitant to get anyone exhausted. So that can go now. That's not helpful.
So if we break through the pair of them that are coming into us, at least we're ahead of them. Then we might be able to keep ahead if we do dash.
Well, that's what I was kind of hoping.
Okay, so this one's going to come here. This one's going to come here. And that gets pulled in slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulled in. Okay, so JC, one of these beasts. It reached you. As you get closer, you can see what it looks like. Copy image link. It's a central mouth, eyes everywhere. You look in the chat, you can see what it looks like. So it's surrounded by tentacles. There's a toothy maul looking at you. It's swimming towards you. As it gets closer, its tentacles now reach in front of it. And it goes to attack you with its tentacles. First one, wrong button. 12 to hit.
Nope, misses.
Next one, 14 to hit.
Nope.
Last one, 15 to hit.
Nope.
Terrible rolling. Got away with
It's
that.
very bad rolling.
And against Dak, of course, he's going to get mullered like he always does.
Oh yeah, well, of course.
Okay, Dak, 10 to hit.
Hey, misses.
Why am I rolling so badly here? This is terrible.
Please continue, please.
9 and 15.
Oh, they all miss.
They all miss. Now, my highest roll of those 6 was an 8.
Jeez.
Well done. Got away with that. Okay, so your part of that chase is just bamboozling them slightly. Your turn.
Dash, 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 dash. Run.
Yeah, but then we're going to get another attack of opportunity as we go now as well.
And as you see them, you look at them, you can see their bodies constantly seem to shift and change, and they sort of go in and out of phase. They're not a solid structure. You can see there's a chaos element to them, and they are amorphous, almost like going in and out of phase of this place.
I think we should dash, because at the end, otherwise they're just going to hit you every single time you run.
They have hit him 0% of the time so far.
Yeah, well, how lucky you feeling? I think we'll dash.
Well, let's see if we can help the odds slightly. So before I move, I'm going to attempt to cast Confusion on this one next to me.
Yep.
See where that gets us.
Confusion.
Yes, please.
So confusion is not on an individual; it's on a space, isn't it?
Yeah, 10-foot
Yeah,
radius.
10 feet, so you can get both of them.
Ah, so it is. Yes, I'll stick it just behind them then, so it gets the pair of them. So that's a wisdom save, please.
Got it. Does it make any difference if you can't be charmed? No, it doesn't. Okay, so they both have to make wisdom saving throws, yeah?
Yes, please.
22 and
yeah.
16.
Fail. So one passes, one fails.
Yep. So one is confused. There we go.
There you go. I've slightly helped our odds. Right,
Okay.
now flee.
Could you do a chaos random magic thing, please?
Yes, I can. If I have the right thing. Come on, something fun. Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast. That requires a saving throw in the next minute.
Excellent.
Cool.
Nice.
Some of the good ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
Running away.
I think we're dashing, are we?
Yes.
Well, you can't dash because you've just cast a spell. So we have to run once, and then we can dash after, right?
Yep.
Yes, that's correct.
So do we all have actions left to be taken on this turn then?
Yeah.
Other than
we're
Dak.
just going to do you guys and then them. We're going to do you and then them. So you can go
What do
any
you-
which
Yes.
way you wish.
What do you
So
push to
since
get the movement? Which key is it?
Q.
So we started.
So
with,
yes.
we started with Dak. What are you doing, Dak? So you cast a spell. What are you doing now?
Yeah, so I've done that, so now I'm going to... Well, I kind of need JC to move, really, otherwise I've got to try and go through a weird gap between JC and the guy.
I think
You're
movement's
all
at the
running out
same
of the
time
group.
as well, so if we just
But,
move
yeah,
to
but-
where
well-
we want to go...
Well, but my point is because I've now cast a spell and I can't dash, you guys might as well take an action and move as well.
Yep.
So if you can do something to improve our odds of not getting opportunity attacks, you might as well do it now.
Alright, for my action, I will try and chop off all of his tentacles with kindness.
Okay. Go for it.
29 to hit.
So
Whoa.
it's at disadvantage. This.
23 to hit.
Okay. So you do 14 piercing damage.
Yep.
Now you have disadvantage, so you do not get sneak attack because of disadvantage. But you do 14 piercing damage on it. It squeals as you hit it. It's difficult to hit. It seems to move in and out of phase in Limbo. Okay.
And then I will bonus to disengage, and then I will run the 30 feet forward, allowing the others to run as well. So 5,
Okay.
10, 20, 25, 30.
Yep. Okay.
Anyone else for actions?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
I would like to cast Celestial Guardians,
Go for it.
because this is fun. Unfortunately, because you did move early there, JC, I don't know if I can protect you from it.
I think we're all moving at the same time, though. Like, that was on
Yeah,
the same
I thought.
movement we've done. Yeah.
Okay.
We just happen to be doing it this way so people can get their actions
Okay.
out of the way. I thought we were moving as a group.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So-
just any number that I can see, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Okay, so you've got 15-foot radius around you. Could you just do the Chaos Random Magic, please?
Okay. Chaos Random Magic. I will find it. Aha! Oh, interesting.
You become invisible. So you just disappeared.
I have. There is still a circle of
Yes.
stars
All
and
you see, you basically, as a car, turns itself into a cloud of stars. Okay.
Interesting. Follow the
so,
stars.
Yep.
Anyway. Creature. Okay, so when it enters in the first time, for both of these have to make what saving throws?
wisdom.
Wisdom 19
Neat speed.
and
Yes.
20.
Oh, damn.
They've got advantage on this.
Of course they do.
So 19 and 20, so how much damage do they take? They take 3d8 halves, yeah? Could you just roll those?
I certainly can. Am I doing it twice?
No, just once.
Just once, sure.
So 20 halved, that's 10 damage. And
Good
also
run.
their speed is halved in that space, of course. So what are you doing? You moving?
I will move. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it was moving.
Yeah. Go for it.
So I will come up to here.
Yep. Lewin?
Lewin is going to 5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20,
So
25,
he's going to
30.
get an attack of opportunity against you.
He's got no reactions from confusion.
He does reactions.
It says incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions.
Each creature. So that one's fine.
Oh, well, if that's it, I would have gone round him. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will take the dodge action.
I will also have moved, but I will take a attack of opportunity because
Okay,
I've just
so-
how close I was.
So the chaos bit, the first chaos bit, the one with confusion on him, is going to start of each of its turn. So it's not actually confused until the start of its turn. So he can do an opportunity attack. So one is going to attack you with a 18
is
to
it?
hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay, you get hit by a tentacle. It does 7 bludgeoning and 12 psychic damage. Okay, so I'm just going to put you here for the moment.
Okay.
As you
Oh
put
yeah,
away.
yeah.
And could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Probably not. 14.
That's fine. Okay. Next, so you can move there, and then you're going to move away from the next one. The other one's going to attack you as
Yep.
well as you move away from it.
Yep.
With a tentacle attack, with a 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, they're on
That's
a roll now.
6 bludgeoning and 14 psychic damage.
So that's 20.
Okay, and could you make a Constitution saving throw? 11.
11.
Okay. Your movement is reduced to 5 feet. You start to phase in and out. You start to become unstable. You have disadvantages on attack rolls and ability checks. The end of your turn, you can make a Constitution saving throw to try and get this. If you fail this, so you cannot move now. You had 5 feet of movement, and that is it.
Right. Okay.
Could you,
Are we still within our turn order? Because I haven't taken a bonus action yet.
yeah, you can do. You guys all go first, and then it's their go. So,
If that's the case, as I haven't cast the spell, I'm going to point a finger at Dak,
Yep.
and I am going to move him out of danger.
okay. So you move him out of danger. Do that.
So Dak, you can move anywhere within 60 feet.
Okay. I would just plonk myself just in front of you then.
Okay.
I mean, I would move myself much further than that if I were you, but you can if you like.
Well, I suppose you're the one moving me, aren't you? So where would you have put me?
Honestly, get as far in front of us as you can.
So what would that have been? 60 feet from there is
'cause it's a 90-foot total range.
I wouldn't get too far from Azakar.
Well, that's a good point. Close enough. Whatever. Something like that.
Okay.
Good.
At the end of your go,
Sorry, I need to do one more thing.
yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh no.
Oh, how annoying.
You just, as Lewin sort of crosses his arms and you see his cape billow, there's just this orchestra
You hit the
behind him.
It's the Pixie Orchestra. They are playing to you. Okay, Dak, at the end of your go, could you make A for me, please? Wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 17.
That's fine. So you shake it off.
Hey!
You realise that if you hadn't shaken it off, you would have become a little bit dumber. Okay, so that's you guys done. So here we're going to do movements now. So this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. There, that's as far as you can get.
Can I chuck out when they get within 15 feet of me? They'll take the damage and halve their speed.
They're halving their speed, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Nice. Good work.
Okay, so the first one has to make a saving throw, which is a wisdom, which is an 18.
Hey, he fails that one.
So could you just roll 3d8, and we'll do that for everybody in this go.
Sure.
So nice.
Oh, another good roll.
20 damage. Next one is 5, 10, 15, 25. Could you? He has to roll one as well.
Yep.
Saving throw is 12. So he takes the damage as well.
Yep.
And this one goes 5, 10, 15, 20. He has to make a saving throw. 22.
Nice.
So he takes just 10 damage.
Oh, sorry, I thought I was rolling for each one.
Oh no, you did 20. I'm just going to take the 20 for all of them. Then 5,
Oh, I see.
10, 15,
I'll stick with the 20.
25. That's double movement to there. Okay, he has to make one. Oh, sorry. Can I just got to roll a 1d10 for him. 10 on the confusion. So what does 10 on confusion do?
He explodes.
I think
probably not that.
act to move normally. Yep, he can act to move normally.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so he takes first of all his saving throw for your thingy, 15. So he takes 20 damage. Okay, and they're both going to attack Lewin with tentacle attacks.
They have disadvantage as I am dodging.
16.
Misses.
Natural 1. 13.
Misses. Misses.
14.
Misses.
15.
Misses.
10.
Misses.
So you missed them all. It all misses you.
I'm getting good at this chaos stuff.
And then he has to do a saving throw for wisdom. 19 for the chaos, for the confusion.
Nope, not enough.
Not enough. Okay, so he's still confused. Okay, that's them done. Your guys go. You no longer have 5 feet of movement because you got rid of the instability.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
So if I go 30, and then you guys should be able to catch up with me.
Oh, easily. I can do past that, so I'll stick within Avatar's range 30 feet ahead because I can do with a dash 70. So I can go to there and another 20 feet if needs be. But when Azakar's obviously with us.
Yeah, but yeah, moving as a group.
Yeah.
So I can move here with 30.
You get an attack of opportunity against you as you do that.
I am slightly invisible at the moment.
Okay, it can't see you then to make an attack of opportunity. You've got to be able to see you to make an attack of opportunity, so you can't do that. Okay.
Are we at the point where we're dashing? Is everyone dashing at this point?
Well,
Yeah.
I've regular run, but you guys are dashing to catch up with me.
Sure. I will
Lewin,
get over the dash. Sorry, go on.
swi- Lewin, with a switch, turns his magic onto something else away from defense, and he's going to Misty Step 30 feet away.
Yep.
So,
15.
get me
Yeah,
there,
I want
and
to
then
dash.
push the button.
Yep.
Oh no.
You've done this before. Oh, suddenly you start to burst. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, because of your armor?
Absolutely. That's going to be a 12.
Oh, I think you're going to take a bit of damage from that.
I am going to just as the armor starts to creak and start breaking at the ending. I'm going to add a 4 onto that to turn that into a 16.
Okay. Okay, you managed to suck in your belly at the last moment. There's rolls of flab just sort of oozing around the side, and you start sweating profusely.
Just all of the buckles are just at their absolute limit. All of the all of the leather is just barely holding on.
Yep.
Well, the good news for me is I have a whole bunch of temporary hit points. The bad news for me is that I'm going to then use my action to dash 10 feet. That's it. That's my time movement.
Okay. There you go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, he's going to go to there. And he is going to get to there. They're dashing.
Are you sure you don't want to get within 15 feet of me?
I can't.
No, I'm talking to them.
He is.
I'm to the DM.
1d10. Oh, he can do what he wants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to go to there. Okay, but they can't attack you, Lewin. But they are surrounding you. Okay, that is them done. These guys are giving up the ghost. They're down here somewhere. Okay, next go. Your guys go.
How long does this last?
What?
Oh, last for a minute. Okay, bye guys.
These guys have got to within 15 feet of me. Do they want to do the wisdom stuff?
You know, if you double click on your token, you can put the range up.
Oh, do you want me to do that?
Is he 15 feet away? Yes, he is. Beg your pardon. I do hit.
Sorry, I just accidentally clicked something on the screen. I didn't. Oh no, you guys didn't do that. That's fine.
Oh.
It doesn't stay up because we've got the aura health hints up. I'll take that. I'll probably should take those off really, but I quite like seeing the colours around you to see what people's healths are like.
I like that, to be fair.
Okay, so could you just roll 3d8 for me, please?
Yeah.
12. So he's taking 12 damage. Okay. All right. So your guys go.
Okay, Lewin can't move, so he's going to dodge.
Oh, crap.
Oh dear.
You can disengage. Oh no, you can't because you're fat, aren't you?
That would be far more detrimental to my health. Whereas I have.
Furry.
So I am hoping on the fact that.
Can you not resilient sphere yourself?
I can't cast spells.
Can you not? Oh shit!
No, I'm gonna pickle here, so I'm gonna dodge and hope that's gonna be enough.
All right, we need a plan.
How many more turns would you say it is until my fingers are unstuck? Because it's a minute.
Probably another 5 turns. Why can't you cast
Oh,
spells?
I can't do it.
Doesn't say you can't cast spells.
Yeah, I'm looking through my list of what doesn't have semantic, and I'm thoroughly disappointed.
Azakar is going to move to here.
Yep.
Here.
Yep. Okay, so they need to take the saving throws of 10, 17 and 8. They all failed. The other one's already done it. So could you roll? It was 12 you rolled there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think technically, it's if they move into it or start their turn there, rather than me moving to them.
First time in a turn.
Oh, is it really?
It's very powerful.
Oh, it is first time on a turn. Yeah. Okay.
Very powerful.
Sorry, did you say another 3d8?
No, it's all right. I'll just use the one you got before.
Sure. So they're aiming for a 19.
Yeah, they all failed. Okay.
I'll try using my full 30 feet to come to here, and I am going to pile drive that one with kindness.
Go for it. Now, you get advantage plus disadvantage. It's just your first roll.
14.
Okay.
Wow.
So, okay. Can you make a charisma saving throw for me, please?
12.
You take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh, fuck's sake. Cool.
And
Yay.
1d10. 7 psychic damage.
Oof. Yep.
Actually, no, you don't, because you don't have what's it called anymore.
Agree.
Yeah, great. No, so you don't hit. We haven't hit with Egg. I beg your pardon. You don't take that. So you do.
About the exhaustion.
So you don't get the exhaustion. No, you don't get any of that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you need to take that off your thing. Okay, so your natural one you miss.
I tried.
You tried. Dak.
Cool. Okay, I have a plan. We've already decided that we can drag and move each other in this weightless-ish environment, so I'm going to call out to Azakar to grab hold of Lewin and be prepared to yoink him out of there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take a copper piece and cast darkness on it and throw it at Lewin.
You're going to cast darkness.
Yep, on a coin, which will follow the coin in a 15-foot radius sphere at Lewin, and then as it crosses into him, hopefully no one will be able to see him and Azakar can yoink him out.
Right.
So we'll give that a go. See what happens with that.
If it helps any, I can.
Darkness is actually darkness.
Well, I was going to say, if it is actual darkness, I could see through it. So in theory, I could use my entire turn to just be doing the Chuckle Brothers to me, to you, directing you guys out of there.
Okay, so you put darkness up. Yeah. So spells. Spells. There you go. Let's put that to the
So,
back.
I'm just going to say, now I've cast that deck. That was a really bad idea.
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Because I was dodging, which meant that their attacks had disadvantage. Now I can't see them. Their attacks are all straight.
Yeah, but they can't see you, so...
But any form of disadvantage and advantage cancel each other out, so you've turned every hit at disadvantage to every hit is now straight.
It's dark.
Yeah, I figured it worked the same way as invisibility, that if they can't see you, they just can't do it, so... Yeah,
Okay.
whatever, we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so, Dak, do anything else?
No, I shall just call out to Azakar to get him out of there.
Okay. Phobos, what are you doing?
Yep, my turn will entirely just be, because now they're in darkness and I'm the only one who can actually now currently see 3 members of the party, I will just use my turn to be directing them which direction to go.
Yep. Okay, you're going to shout at
Using
people,
my
yeah?
voice.
Okay.
Yeah, shouting at them and also just sort of point, direction I saw them facing, which way they need to turn to get out of the darkness and towards us.
Okay, so Dak, did you actually just throw the coin at Lewin, yeah?
So yeah, I cast it on the coin and then threw the coin at Lewin.
Okay, can you just make an attack roll to see if you hit him?
Sure.
Thunk.
This is with disadvantage, so I'm dodging.
Well, it just has to be in your it has to be within 15 feet of you. I mean, unless I'm truly incompetent, I should manage that.
Just see if you hit him.
Right. I do attack rolls so rarely, I don't even know what I need to do.
Dexterity, just do a dexterity roll then.
Where is it? There it is.
Oh,
20.
You do hit him, so it does hit him and stop moving, otherwise it would have continued moving, you see. Okay,
Yeah.
so just stop there, bonk. Doesn't do any damage. Okay, so you guys have all done everything you want to do. There
Um,
go. Yeah.
Well, Azkar needs to make his movement.
I made my movement. I actually
Yeah.
didn't make an action.
No, you didn't know. But it's now dark.
Well, you see, I wanted to try and work out what was up with Lewin. Did I get the chance to do that before it went dark?
It's gone dark now.
Just grab him. Just grab
Yeah,
him.
just grab him. just grab him.
Thing
we'll
is,
feel around.
hasn't Lewin swelled up? So would he feel like Lewin when you try to grab him in the darkness? Would you think he's a bad guy?
Well, I knew he was there.
We knew he was chunky, so it's fine.
The issue will be moving the chunk star because Azkar is not strong.
That
You're not
is
gonna have
very
to-
correct.
Yeah.
Lewin weighs triple his normal weight.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You fat.
Weightless environment, though. It's like.
I'll try, but that's not happening. I'll use my action to like grab hold of him or something like that. But
Okay, well, make an athletics roll for me, please.
are you sure you don't want me to use insight?
Okay, you grab what feels like an arm or a leg of Lewin.
He's gonna come out holding bad guy.
Wait, that's not a leg.
Palab. Just can't move him.
Oh. I thought this was
So-
such a clever idea.
So you got it. So you grabbed a leg or an arm. It feels. It doesn't feel like Lewin because Lewin's like size 50 or something.
Yeah, he's a stick man.
Not anymore. Okay, so first thing is that this one with confusion, he is going to roll a 4. What does 4 do on confusion?
Oh crap! I should.
There we go. I've
left
got it
that.
here. What does 4 do? No. I'll roll that again. No. I should just have the chart come up, really. Who said this is
Jesus
random?
Christ.
It's supposed to be random. Only get 2s and 7s.
2 to 6. The creature doesn't move or take actions on its turn.
So no, I got 4. So I got a 4. But
2 to 6. This is.
what did I roll?
4.
So it doesn't take any actions. Okay.
No.
Interesting. When I did the confusion thing, the random thing was giving me about 5 2s and 5 7s on the trot.
Oh man, hate that.
Okay, so he can't do anything. This one here is going to attack Lewin. So that is
Okay.
just a base attack with tentacles.
May I Celestial Guardian the lot of them?
They have
please?
at the start of the go. Yes, they have to do that. I'll do it for all of them.
Thank you.
10, 4, 18. They all fail. Could you just roll your 3d8 for me, please?
Yep. I really like being invisible. That's fun.
You're double invisible now. Go for it. So roll your 3d8.
That should have come up. I got a 9.
Oh, my connection to the server has been interrupted.
Yeah,
I
I
see
that
that.
as well. Yeah. I rolled a 9 anyway.
9. Okay. So they all take
I
9,
will stop doing anything important.
9 off.
Yeah.
Dying.
We're
Yeah.
about to TPK.
9. 9.
9.
And 9.
Nine.
There's 9 of them. 9.
Okay, so he can't do anything. This one is going to attack with his tentacles. 22 to hit against Lewin.
Oh, it's trying.
Oh,
I've got Dak.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
I just lost everyone there.
oh! I've
JC.
just been
What
interrupted.
the crap is
My
going on?
connection's just interrupted again.
Yeah, he tried to hit Lewin, so I crashed the internet, so he couldn't do it.
Is it literally just the DM we've not got?
Yeah, I think we've
don't
just
know.
lost Mike.
Oh, have
Christ's
you?
sake.
No,
Well,
I can't. I
I-
can't hear you, Phomos.
I lost everything and I had to refresh. Can you hear me?
I can hear
I can
JC.
hear you, JC, but not
Yeah.
Phomos.
Yeah.
Who's here? Phomos, can you talk?
Oh, we got DM back.
Here we go. There's something wrong with the connection's gone funny.
But Phomos is the only one we don't seem to be able to hear, though.
That's because his mouth's gummed up with his sticky fingers.
Right. In answer to your question, DM, yes, a 22 does hit. Sadly.
Okay, so you take 10 bludgeoning and 16 psychic damage.
Well, that's the temporary hit points gone.
What was your armor class?
It's currently 18 because
Okay.
of the effects of the fat.
Okay, so you're not grappled. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Constitution, 22.
Yeah, not a problem. Another one is going to attack you as well. Hold it. It's 3 tentacle attacks for the first one.
Yep.
So, 18 to hit against Lewin.
Yeah, that hits now.
So 7 bludgeoning and 7. What's your armor class?
It's 18.
Okay, so you take 7 bludgeoning and 10 psychic damage. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please? Which I doubt you'll fail.
It's 20.
But you are grappled.
Yep. Thanks, Dak.
You are grappled with this great big tentacle noodly appendage around you. This one here is actually going to attack Azakar with advantage because he's already got one of his tentacles in his hand. This one here.
Do I get anything for being invisible?
No, because he can't see you, you can't see it. But you've got him, he knows exactly where you are, so he's going to attack with advantage. So basically it's a base roll. Is a 11 to hit.
No.
14.
No.
16.
No.
They all miss. That's most disappointing.
This isn't Lewin's leg.
Okay,
Oh god.
they are done.
You just hear a shout from the darkness, which is, "Get rid of this infernal darkness!"
Okay, your guys go. Your turn.
Alright, I'll jump the darkness then.
Let me see if he can lose his confusion as well. Confusion.
Only time in
Wisdom,
history
no,
darkness
he's
has
still
made it
confused.
easier to hit someone.
Okay. You guys, your turn. Between you, what are you going to do?
Okay.
So this gives you an opportunity to actually come up with a tactic together. Yes, exactly.
Never. I suppose what JC would do using what's that thing he's got?
Blind sense.
Yeah, blind sense. I'm going to stab that one in the back with kindness.
Yep.
Well, hold up, didn't Dak say drop the darkness?
Yeah, I dropped the darkness.
You're going to drop.
Well, it'd be. That's right.
Okay.
Well, either way, it's a 28.
28 hits.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't include sneak because I'm behind him and he's.
It is a disadvantage because he's unsubstantial, and you're not flanking. You don't have advantage there.
We're not flanking, aren't we? Because of Azakar being there.
No, you're not.
Or would I
flanking.
need to be there to do it?
Yes, you would. Yes, you can.
Can I move then do it?
Yes, you can.
Cool. 50.
50 damage. Yep.
Yes.
It squeals and it just starts to float. His legs his arms wrap around itself and it just floats away, and it drifts down into the. It's going to drift down into the black hole. Okay, Lewin.
Cool.
Okay, Lewin doesn't want to be here and he can cast spells again, so he is going to. I can't even tell what the distance is because I'm so big. I get off the map, basically. Lewin gets up here and he's going to keep running off the map.
All right.
More of a waddle, really.
Oh no, bugger! I can't grab my own token now. Shit.
Okay, you're off the map.
Rolling.
You're off the map. Where is your token? Oh, you up it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Lewin's running away so quickly that he's fallen off the map.
Don't go too far.
As it running away quickly, he's got 10 foot of movement still.
So where have you gone?
I am above Phomos.
Okay.
He's in the void.
Is it? Oh dear. Let's try and find another one of you, shall we?
Become one with the weave. Actually,
here.
the sides would become 3 with the weave.
Is that the right one? Is that have you lost any hit
Yep.
points? Is that correct?
No, that's not correct, but I can adjust that to do what it
Because
is
you cast
properly.
spells as well. You see.
Oh no, actually 1, 2, 3. That is
That's right.
correct.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right. Azakar.
I think this might be the time where I pop back into not being invisible anymore. I think it was just a minute.
It hasn't been a minute yet.
Is it not?
Oh,
No.
I dodge as well as my action.
Yeah, sure.
By the way, you're
Sorry.
holding in your arm a tentacle which is still squirming as it's fallen off, and the rest of that creature is now going into the black hole.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh well, if he's invisible, he will just move up here.
Okay.
I suppose if I'm still allowed to, I will use the rest of my movements. I'm not on my bloody own.
Are you still fat, Lewin?
Yep.
Yeah, you can use the rest of your... Yeah, JT, you can use this movement. Okay, you get up there.
I will be for quite some time.
Okay.
Do you mind if I use my action to look at Lewin, or it'll be?
Okay,
Is that
so you
time?
get off. I'll say you get off. These creatures are not going to pursue you.
Okay.
What they do is they descend on this chaos beast which has been killed, and they just rip it to pieces. And you guys manage to get away, and then you feel a chaos, a limbo storm, chaos surge coming through, and you end up. Let me just put you back in here. Oops, daisy. Let's get rid of that. Map to the back. So you end up back in the chaos of Limbo. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. Kaleidoscopes of colour outside of your bubble around Azakar. There is the air is toxic, hot, cold, still moving, boiling. Imagine a stew on a fast boil. That's what this looks like. There is, however, a piece of solid ground just floating around, which you see over here. Come what may, the storms are very loud here.
DM, has more than a minute passed?
I would say now it has, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Then
Awesome.
Lewin just suddenly squeezes back into his normal
And you can
beanpole
take a breath
form.
again.
And then all of his armor's slightly bent out of shape now.
Well,
You know?
the advantage is that I don't think we said cantrips doesn't cause the wild magic surge, right?
Correct, yeah.
Or in which case I could just help you mend your armor with bending.
Oh, I mean that. Yes, thank you, Phobos.
I take it it's the equivalent of the big suction cups that you can get, but like the reverse.
Yeah, it's like when cars that exactly.
I'm
because you
doing
sort of-
very rudimentary bodywork. It's not perfect.
I was gonna say, Lewin's now got a functional, if slightly dented and off-shape set of armor on at the moment.
You'll grow into it.
Suddenly you all feel this wave of dismay and despair sweep over you.
We
And
were
you
warned
see
of
the
this.
distance. You see in the distance a light, just glowing. There's my light. It's just glowing there on its own. And 80 glowing lights. There we go. It's just glowing there in the maelstrom of Limbo.
Is it like a laser dot style light, or just a glow in general?
It's hard to say. It's sort of moving around a little bit. It's just they're glowing. Just every once in a while, it just moves slightly. So it does. It's sort of semi-random movement. It's not the randomness of Limbo. There is some a slight movement behind it.
JC is getting slightly sort of drawn towards this light because it's not quite as strong as like when you point a laser at a cat, but it's like, oh, there's a moving light over there.
Do I think we're going in the right direction?
No, but this is the way you were told to go, and you were told to look out for the Chaos Worm.
Of course, it seems to fit the description of what people feel when they get close as well.
The wave of despair has gone over you.
Are we all ready?
I guess.
This is what we came for.
I like the fact that no one's noticed that JC's slowly heading towards this light.
Well, you are the sacrificial lamb.
We're right behind you, buddy.
Yes, about 30 feet behind. Don't steer too far away.
JC.
Yes.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
11.
11.
You are in the chaos of Limbo.
See, no one cares about JC.
Why did you go out there?
You're outside.
I'm a cat!
You are outside of the bubble. You take wrong
Go on
button.
now.
Roll. No, wrong. Where's the roll button?
There's a
Nice.
point of light, and I am a cat. What do you think I'm going to do?
Get back in here, you little shit!
Exercise some self-control.
You take 4 necrotic damage.
All aquatic.
Yep.
Cool.
Tracy, get back in now!
There's a point of light.
Well, we came here for one thing. I think that's what it is. You might as well go in that direction.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, you know,
Let's
if we don't,
get back
JC's going to end up
inside the
getting
bubble.
himself killed.
He's going to do a Boris.
Oops, wrong button. So the light moves a little bit over here.
Keep up, Lewin.
No, Lewin's deliberately staying near the back.
No, I didn't want you up outside the bubble.
As long as I'm within the bubble, I'm going to stay back.
Okay. Then the light moves back here again.
How far away is this light now? Is it as it looks on the screen there?
Yep, that is. What's your distance? Where from you?
It doesn't appear
That's-
to be a giant worm.
About 60 feet
No.
away.
There's a distinct lack of giant.
Cat,
Meow.
come back to the group.
But there's a light.
Self-control.
I want to get it. Would there be a role actually, DM, for if JC could actually prevent himself from going after this light?
Up to you.
If it helps,
You know
could I
what?
cast light on the end of my staff and the start going, woo?
We've traded one type of Boris for another.
But it would be what? Intelligence or wisdom?
Wisdom, probably.
Intelligence is knowing it's a light. Wisdom is knowing you shouldn't go after it.
Right. So would it be a wisdom save or
No,
just wisdom roll?
Wisdom roll.
Wisdom roll. Go on, 2! I'm heading towards the light.
For God's sake.
I'm a cat.
Okay,
Doesn't
so
work with children or
you're
animals.
getting towards the end of the dome. Getting towards the end of the dome.
Yeah. If no one's going to stop me, I'm going to take another step.
You can feel an invisible hand just clutch around the back of your neck. Because I can get a little bit faster. I'm a little bit faster than you. So I'm just gonna try and hold him in place. I'm not very strong, but if I can hold him in place, that would
Make an
be.
athletics roll for me, please.
Oh, with pleasure.
Do you want me to
let me
do
get
one
my
as
sheet.
well?
Are you doing
Oh, hang on, my sheet's
acrobatics
not open.
or athletics? Your choice.
Acrobatics.
Am I able to
21.
guidance myself on this? It would drop my invisibility.
Your invisibility's dropped anyway, isn't it? Or have you recast
It's an hour, mine.
Is
Yeah.
it? Yes, it would drop your invisibility. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop that and I'll guidance myself to try and hold him in place.
So guidance is an action.
Oh, fudge. Well, I'll just say my invisibility's dropped. Well, no, I'll stay invisible for now, and you can just feel this invisible thing
if you're
grab at the
attacking,
back of your
if you're going to attack, you're going to lose your invisibility anyway.
collar. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Well, it will drop. And
Make an
athletics.
No, he still
Oh,
managed to
wow.
squirm away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
I'm taking
all
a
of my
step.
strength.
You got a handful of pink fur. Okay,
I'm
JC
outside the
goes
bubble.
there. So JC, could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Constitution saving throw. 6.
You take.
I'm sorry, guys, but I've got to do it. You know, I'm a cat.
2 points of chaos damage.
Chaos damage.
Primal chaos damage.
Ooh.
You feel your body
Getting all
start to
the
be
flames.
ripped to pieces and start to disappear and fluctuate and undulate underneath you. And you're outside of the bubble.
Yep.
I feel tingly.
You're getting ripped apart.
Yes. Look, I'm playing the part. I'm a cat and there's a light. You got to do something to stop me.
Well,
you know,
you're supposed to be a
it's
sentient cat, but there.
not- Have you never done a laser light with a cat before?
Yeah, and as your
No.
cat never hurt itself and realised, I'm not going to do that again.
I have literally had our cat run into the front door full pelt after the laser light and then do it again immediately after.
Oh, it sounds like
Actually,
you're just
that's
going
not
after your
that
cat
smart.
then.
So that sounds more like you than the cat.
Yeah.
This feels like an anglerfish to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on then. Go ahead, JC. Nice knowing you.
I agree. This doesn't seem right. This is definitely not. If nobody else does anything,
Just cast a fireball at it.
well, no. JC needs to be brought back. So I'm going to cast command on him.
Oh god.
Okay. Could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, JC?
Of course
Oh,
you
for
do.
fuck's
Of course you do.
And as a card, could you roll a chaos magic thing for me, please?
Yes, I certainly can.
You turn into a potted plant.
Right, this
While
is
the
going to be
plant,
the new
you are
group rule.
incapacitated. The bubble goes down.
Oh my god!
I will quickly grab the bubble and activate it again.
No, it's chaos stones. They are now part of the potted plant.
Aha!
How long is he potted plant for?
Okay, could you all make Constitution saving throws for me, please?
Okay, I'm going to do that first and then do something afterwards.
JC
Does that include the potted plant?
Dak fails. Fomos passes. And Lewin passes. So those who pass take half damage, and it is necrotic damage. 8 necrotic damage. Half if you passed. And then the pot plant just gets disintegrated by the necrotic force, and Azakar, you're there again, and you can re-establish the dome.
I'm sorry.
We need to implement a no pets rule.
I'm getting closer. Are you going to stop me or not?
You're outside of the dome again.
Yeah, I know. I'm being a cat.
Okay. Could you make a Constitution saving throw?
12 this time.
5 poison damage.
5 poison. Cool. Almost got the light. I'm almost there. I'm stuck in the prey.
Well, I want to see what happens now, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of invested now to see if it just turns around and chops his head off.
You've had all this chance to stop. I'm not like I'm running.
It's one of those things where it's like, you do you, cat.
So the light moves.
Lewin's just moving around like, what's a safe distance to be from everyone?
I mean, as long as I'm within the bubble of view, I'm absolutely going as far back as I possibly can.
I will try and save myself. I'll do another wisdom roll, yeah?
Go for it.
5. I'm going off it.
May I cast Minor Illusion, please?
You certainly can.
As
Oh,
a
my God, 'cause of wild
small...
magic.
It's fine, it's just a cantrip. It's okay. As a very similar light branches off from this one and travels back to the safety of the
It can't
room.
move. A Minor Illusion can't move. It's just a static image.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poop. A light just in your periphery, JC, appears. And it's similar to this one, but it's pink.
And better.
And there's how much can I do with this? It's a
Well, where is
fish.
it, though?
It's a shiny pink fish.
Temptation.
Which is, could you make a insight roll for me, please, JC?
Oh, fuck off!
This is the most stupidest half-hour D&D we've ever played.
Well, I can think of a few.
Oh.
I tried,
Almost
everyone.
there.
I tried really hard.
You did, actually. You really, really did. Far more than was ever really necessary.
So the light is just tantalisingly close to you, JC.
Yep.
You almost get to it, and it just moves out the way slightly.
I'm pleading for someone just to grab me, but I'm going to play this to the end. You know I am.
Yeah, believe me, we are trying, but you are
Yeah,
literally
we have
ungrippered in
tried.
every way.
You're the nat 20 master only when it causes you distress.
Only when he's causing shenanigans does he roll this well.
I'm almost within pouncing distance.
You are almost within pouncing distance.
Come on, people. Save your beloved cat.
No, we are at the extent of our abilities now. You've dodged, evaded, and weaved your way out of bloody everything so far.
This is how it ends.
Yeah.
It is. I just can't believe all these rolls. It's like...
Can't
I'm
believe
just
that JC died.
I know. Would have guessed
Just
it.
saying, I haven't got anything. I don't think that's
Okay.
gonna work.
So JC,
Then,
it is within 5 feet of you now.
Yeah, I'm going to start reaching out for it.
As JC does Abu from Aladdin, I'm going to move him. Of course, you have to make a Constitution saving throw if you want to.
Yeah.
It'll be a natural 20 and it'll be pointless.
14.
Oh, for
That's a
Christ's
fail. You're going all the way to the back. I'm putting him right at the edge in the naughty seat at the complete
Go for
edge
it.
of the safety bubble.
sake. We need a special hat for him.
I have a special hat.
So move him then.
Yeah, go on, where do you want to go?
I can't move you, so if I put him there, would he still be within the area of safety?
It's...
No.
the...
There you
He's
go.
there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
Could you make a wild magic surge roll for me, please?
Oh yeah, of course. Let's see what fun ones I get for this.
And you see vaguely in the distance a skeletal figure riding on a horse called Binky. Just standing there waiting for you.
You all have a sign of ill omen over you. Better not go to 0 hit points.
Oh god.
Oh no.
We don't need it. We don't need bad guys. We just need to be left to our own devices for half an hour.
And
Better
this light...
not go to 0.
Oops, Daisy, wrong button. This light comes to here.
Can I attack it?
You can.
Wait, does it classify as a creature?
It's just a light, just floating there.
Can someone with some sort of skill, like launch an arrow at this or something, please?
No, because we're all spellcasters.
See, I can, but you know, you're in the way.
So,
Yeah, well, I can create a bonfire on it, and we can barbecue it if you like.
Do it.
Sure, okay,
Cook
fine.
it.
I barbecue the light.
okay. Create a bonfire, yeah.
Yes, please.
Is that a to hit roll?
I'm just going to cast it underneath it wherever it is at that particular moment. If it moves, it moves.
It's a dex saving throw.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
How exactly a light has
17.
dex?
Does 17 save?
No.
So how much damage does it do to the light?
Where are we now? 17, 48. 26 fire damage.
Okay. Doesn't seem to affect the. Doesn't seem to affect it at all. The flame just dances through it.
That didn't seem to do much.
But as you look at the light,
God damn
Marmaduke,
it.
Marmaduke is there.
Oh,
This is your fault, Cat. Squarely blame you for this.
Can I look and see the
And
angle?
he launches an attack against all of you guys, which you need to make a saving throw for. Of could you all make for me, please?
oh, dexterity.
Wisdom saving throws.
Oh no, not wisdom saving throws.
Oh God, we are in trouble.
JC
Oh,
passes,
hey!
Eka passes, Fomos fails, Lewin passes, Dak passes. So,
Jesus.
I finally snap out of it.
45 psychic damage, halved if you save. Those who failed, Fomos, you failed. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Oh dear.
You are
22.
fine. You've almost felt your sight starting to disappear, but it has not. And you get hit by swirling chaos. And I will ask you to roll for initiative now, and we'll carry on next time.
Quickly, can I uncanny dodge that psychic
Nope.
one, or is that not
No.
something you can do?
No,
fine, perfect.
it just hits you. There's a load of swirling chaos hits you.
Oh, it's a good roll for initiative.
Oh, even with a natural 20, I'm still going before Fomos.
And I need to do mine, don't I?
We
To be
all
fair,
rolled really
16's
well.
not bad.
Yeah, that's actually really good for us.
Yeah,
No
I'm
one
really
rolled a
happy
single
because
digit.
normally I was getting 2 or 3 back as bricks. So
Yeah.
I'll take 50.
I'll tell you what's hilarious. I'm at the top of the initiative.
Do you know what's even more hilarious? I rolled the lowest.
Nice.
I'm sorry, guys, but I'm a cat. I saw a light. I'm
That
going
was
for the
very
light.
cool. I like that. I think you get an inspiration dice for being a cat.
Oh,
Very
I'm happy
nice.
with that. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
You'll need it. Okay, so we will start, and next time we will start going into combat with Marmaduke, who has just launched a swirling chaos on you, and then we are into proper combat as this creature, huge. You see this silvered creature in front of you, a large gargantuan worm with a maw very wide, big sharp pointed teeth. The teeth themselves are sparkling at different colours of the spectrum. There's this light dangling in front of its nose. In front of you, in front of it, sorry. It's got its eyes fixed on you, and specifically Azakar, its eyes are focused on you.
Oh, good.
And you feel this wave of animosity and enmity towards you.
Lewin did it.
Lewin was at the back. This is absolutely on JC.
This is the cat's fault.
This is an enormous creature. I mean, biggest thing you've ever seen. It is. Think about the size of the rock that you fought. That sort of power of creature.
Is it bigger than the dragon turtle?
Yes.
Ooh.
This is an enormous creature swimming through the seas of Limbo. And as I say, we will stop there. I will stop that noise. And we will change the music to something a little bit
Fighty.
peaceful now, because we're not going to start fighting now because it is 11:45. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. You've got to Marmaduke.
Yeah.
This is going to be easy.
We really could do with our monk back, couldn't we?
Yeah. Well, if I take another hit like we just took, I'm going to go down.
I can help one of you with that, and it's probably going to be me.
See, I entered this with full health and out of my own volition lost like nearly half.
I will have you know, I got hit 3 times by those horrible tentacle things. I'm never going to recover from this.
How's your moustache?
It's still there, thankfully, because my big fat jowls blocked the blows.
Do remember though who came in to save you? Both JC and Azakar valiantly ran in to save
No,
you.
I couldn't.
Oh, I mean, I tried.
I couldn't see anything. So, no, I have no idea whatsoever that you guys did anything.
When you were in that darkness, the attacks against you, they were at disadvantage.
Yes,
weren't
but I can't see them, so I'm blind. Therefore, they have advantage. Therefore, it evens out. If you've got any sort of advantage and disadvantage, they all cancel each other out, and they just get a normal attack. So
that is the dumbest rule interaction.
So,
I've
according
ever heard.
rules as written, it's bad.
I'm not arguing with you. I just think, generally speaking, if that situation was real, it would still be at disadvantage because
Also,
they can't see either.
You know, we also don't know. For example, they could have had some sort of blind sense or dark vision.
Well, we don't have multiple penalty dices or bonus dices like you do in Cthulhu.
Yeah.
So this is only 1 up, 1 down, and that's it, which limits it somewhat.
Yeah, it's just a really dumb interaction.
I mean, you could do things like sort of give bonuses if people got double. I mean, that's why I gave Boris double advantage. You know, when he had double advantage, I gave him extra damage with his immense attack with his magic flail. Because if you're going to have double bonus, or you got to have. I think you should have something nice for it.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
But it also meant that you could be carrying beam.
Even
If
you
you've got advantage, you can still
go
be
the other
reckless.
way. Yeah.
So I imagined with Boris, just imagine somebody lying on the floor and he went reckless. I mean, the meat paste from that would be pretty significant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Who said anglerfish, by the way?
I did.
Well, it was Ross.
'cause
Yeah.
I saw a great bright light, and I'm thinking it's drawing people towards it. That's definitely an anglerfish.
Yeah.
And it looks as though Marmaduke's a lady, because only the lady anglerfish have those.
Mm.
And so never...
Well, you can check its gender all you like after we've killed it if you're that interested.
Ask for its pronouns.
Yeah.
I'm also going on the basis that it is a aberration from beyond time and space, and therefore perhaps the normal rules do not apply.
Yeah.
True.
Look, at least I didn't do what a normal cat does and just go flat, full, run and dash and charge. I thought, no, I'm just gonna creep it.
You crept up slowly
Yes.
through the incinerator, which was Limbo.
Yes.
What I am interested.
Some of those. Go on.
Is Marmaduke its own name it calls itself, or did someone else call it that? And if I want to meet the person who did.
I tell you what, some of those rolls I was sort of like, no, I'm going to fail with it. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I mean the shenanigans were obviously meant to happen.
Yeah.
Funny. Stupid cat.
Yeah.
How many lives have you got left? Minus 16.
Oh, probably, yeah. I'm down low.
Right, well, I will stop recording now.
Yeah.
Who's doing the resume next week? So you have plenty of notice.
Let's have a look.
But that's the last thing we'll record.
I'll be able to tell you if yours doesn't load first.
After Mike, it would be the lovely
Ross.
Lewin.
Yay! Okay, I'll write up my recap and be prepared for next week.
Cool. There we go.